Howdy, everybody. Homepage going blank and everything. Yeah, everybody seems to be getting hit by a some sort of, I don't know, sudden unusability. Crazy, isn't it? So, how has everybody been this lovely Tuesday? I believe it is Tuesday. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh God. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay. I was adjusting my webcam because it was I haven't used this in a while. The desk's ability to lift itself, and so as a result, I was like, well, why is my webcam being pulled in a weird direction? It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, today's been going well for me. I've mostly just been doing some 3D modeling. I did a little Terraria just to sort of do a little bit of last minute grinding on there. I've recently been playing Super Mario All-Stars through emulation. And yeah, I'm having fun with Super Mario All-Stars. So, I've basically gotten about 80% or so done with all of this. I may redesign this with shelves. Mario Brothers 3, yeah, I'm playing Mario Brothers 3 and 2 concurrently. But anyway. So I'm pretty sure all of this works. I did a dry run through all of this stuff. The vending machine works. I'm so happy that vending machine is finished. That vending machine caused me so much heartache trying to get that shit working, but thankfully it's all good. Let's see here. Okay, that works. Yeah, everything's basically where it needs to be for a test run of the orientation course. With the exception of, I believe the power cards are active, so I gotta disable that later. But that's not too bad. So yeah, this works. You make 2 purchases from each vending machine, the nickel side and the penny side, and bam, you get this door open, and then you continue on down to here. You fall onto the powder snow covered carpet, and now you get to learn about the mobs. What mobs are what? What mobs do what? Uh-oh, that's not good. There we go. I don't like that eats into the wall there, but I might go with it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so what I want to do here is show you the 3 main mobs you're going to have to look out for. Because, well, you're going to have to look out for them. You know how it is. So, other than that, I'm probably not going to have the player hang around in this area too long. This is not really a complicated area. It is not very clamplicated. Stack 3. I'm getting like some lag here. YouTube's homepage does not work at all. It doesn't show recommended videos and watch other videos. Really? Let's see on my end. No? No, I'm getting plenty of stuff. Yeah. I'm getting plenty of recommended everything. No, my shit's working fine, guys. I have an ad block, however. That may be a determining factor? I do not know. Hopefully you all are able to get your end of things working at some point. I don't know. YouTube's a bitch sometimes. Don't know what else to tell you. Suppose we put up with worse. There's a bit of lag over here. I thought so. I don't know what else to say, really. It's back now. Hey, Worm. Haven't seen you in a hot second. Frame drops. It's gotta be YouTube. Because I'm not, on OBS, I'm not getting frame drops. Like, on my end, it's seemingly fine. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Move that over there. In game. Oh, you meant in game. Whoops. It's down worldwide. Oh, wow. What is frame dropping you, Coperator? Surely it isn't anything I'm doing. Or anything that I've built. Okay. Let's get some lights there and there. Okay, so the main mobs, chunk loading since you've mostly been over here. Oh, okay. The main mobs I'm going to have the player pay attention to are going to be the creaking, the breeze, and the endermite. Endermite not. And I want each one of these mobs, even though they seem kind of unassuming on their own, I want each one of these mobs to be a legitimate threat under most circumstances. And so I kind of want, but I also know what I'm about to ask is kind of outrageous. I kind of want to dump the player into a horde of them and be like, see, this is what happens when they gang up on you. Like, they're legitimately a problem. But then I'm like, no, I don't want to damage their hazmat suit, because by this time in the game, they have their hazmat suit. So I don't want to damage the hazmat suit before they get into game. And I don't want to take away hunger and saturation, because damaging people will, do that. So I want to kind of demonstrate what they're capable of. I don't know. I might just I may have to just stick with using signage and just be like, yeah, they'll throw you into, a death pit, or they'll gang up on you, or, I'll give like little tacit reminders of what they're capable of. But like legitimately, I don't know. So I want to kind of make it a sort of oh shit moment when you see one of these. I want you to have to be like, I gotta go the other way now. Or in the case of the creaking, I'd be like, oh, I wanna not take my eye off them. Okay, breeze, endermite. Okay, I'm not going to name these anything complicated or interesting. Just demo, endermite, demo, breeze. Perfect. So, it has been a while. I've been dealing with a lot of IRL stuff. I don't blame you. Sorry if it's been troublesome. Demo breeze. There we go. I already have demo creaking. Yeah, demo creaking. And endermite. Perfect. Hopefully these guys don't despawn or get altered in any way. It's going to be a challenge to fill up this all airspace with stuff. My idea is a sort of city stacked on top of this city. What about Demo Man? Oh, yeah, the Demo Man, right. Yeah, you got a good point, Coperator. We gotta... Oh, what the hell? This is new. Ooh. Neat. I like that. Yeah. City stacked on top of a city. If we can do that seamlessly, I'm fine with that. I would not mind multiple levels. You know, you've got a ground level, and the ground level kind of bobs and weaves in on some of these areas. Like, these are not real doors. This is a real door, but this doesn't go into anything other than just an empty room. What else? Like, this is a door, but that's an iron door that might go into somewhere. You might be able to find a way to get in through there. Like, oh, shit. We do have to kind of be careful with some of this, because we cannot have X's. I know you can't really see some of them. Yeah. You can manage it, take some tinkering, get the idea. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. All ideas require tinkering, so, you know, don't worry too much about it. You've done a good job, though. I'll do a once-over just to be sure no mob spawnable spaces persist. I would hate for that to happen. 500 creakings? Ooh. I don't know that I want 500 creakings. 500 creakings. 600 cigarettes. It feels like I have been spawning mobs all my life, and for the first time, I have just name-tagged one. Oh my god, I fucking love that meme. It's so good. You don't see Copperator in chat? He's there, and he's also in-game. You can't see him, the main game, because my avatar's in the way. Don't worry about it. It ain't that important. Oh. It costs $4,000 to spawn this creaking for 1 second. Okay. So, shit posting aside, I need to kind of figure out a way to display this information, but none of these like signs, so I may end up having to use a regular sign, which is actually probably better because the regular sign doesn't suck. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Regular signs. Move, it's very important that we see Copperator. Oh, fine then. God. Sure, be that way. Fine, Callum. God. He's with us in spirit and in chat, yeah. My life would be fucked if I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Oh. The breeze. Often found in hidden locations. I want to reword this. They are often found in various hidden locations. So, beware that you aren't shoved, damn it, pushed, damn it, character limits, I hate them, pushed off of any, I can't put the word any tall places, smiley face. Can I put a space? Yes. I'm gonna make that a winky smiley face, just for added cheekiness. Guess that's good enough. There we go. The breeze. They're often found in various hidden locations, so beware you aren't pushed off of any tall places. Now, I'm going to make a rule that you are not allowed to hurt mobs. Mob. Museum. There we go. Mob museum. Now to design the upper levels to be exclusively fallable. Yeah. That was kind of what the intent was, because we have a trial chamber somewhat nearby where we've blown everything up. I think it's like just 200-ish to 100 and something blocks beyond this wall. Obviously, that would be on 2B2T and not here. But, so we can port them into the game relatively easily. So I did want to have tall buildings up in this area. That's not just like the apartment and living complexes, but like, you know, over here there's more tall buildings. The Valley View Mall is going to be mostly indoors, so we'll have other mobs for that. But some of the upper areas, maybe, you can get sniped by a breeze, you know. The breeze brings relief. I don't know about that. Pains? What do you mean pains? I am painless cupcake, I will eat you. Oh my god, that is such a fucking old reference. Anyway, mobs, whoops. Encountered during, you know, can't put during. Mobs you may encounter during the course of your, no, can't put your time in the complex may not, let me put that in all caps, not be harmed by you, the player. Thanks in advance. Damn it, I can't even put advance. Thank you. Please and thank you? No, I can't even put that. Oh, I hate character limits. Please and thanks. There we go. The player is not allowed to hurt mobs. What's something I can put in this room? Preferably on this wall, or... Hold on, I gotta go take care of a cat. Okay, I had to go do that. Found footage. Remember Final Fantasy II as a kid? Final Fantasy shit ass kid back in the olden days? Really? Mobs are unprotected by natural Minecraft wildlife? Sure. Whatever. Jack's here having a stroke. Yeah, like I said, I had to leave to go handle Ellie. She was yowling for entrance into my room. She's a bad kitty sometimes. Can't be helped. Okay. I want something interesting up here. Trying to stack part of the build. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Duplicate messages are not important. Oh, what's a thing that could be used as... some sort of like visual something or other. Maybe advice? Yeah, maybe general advice would work. I mean, that's not, I don't know. That's kind of big. That's a large scale wall, you know. If I do this, maybe I could do that. And then just hang some signs here to like give tips. Remember to, money can only be exchanged? No, converted. At the end. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Jim in chat was talking about Freak Fortress 2. Oh, I thought you meant Final Fantasy 2. It'll be off center because of the glass panes. Oh, that was why you were asking that. Okay. Money can only be converted at the end. However, no. Some paths, come on, can be opened. Damn it. Opened with the right amount of money. There we go. Or no, let's just do ... Bam, bam, bam. See what you do with the money system? Oh, I've already got ideas, man. In addition to regular cash, there also exists a secret kind of cash. Nope. Can't use that. A secret kind of, yeah, I guess cash is the only good word for it. Secret kind of cash in in tough to reach places. Be on the lookout. I use the exclamation point too much, I think. There we go. Yeah. I like that. Hi, I'm having a really bad day. I just hope I can feel better. That's okay, Zen. You're in good hands. Just let the troubles of the world wash away. Here we shall refer to only Minecraft stuff and nothing else. I'm gonna put a light. Yeah, I'm gonna put a light fixture there. Whoever came up with this air conditioning was a genius. Yeah. Speaking of air conditioning, I recently, I mean, it's like tangentially related, but it's an interesting topic. I don't normally watch Smarter every day, but I just happened to see it. Oh, the design. Oh, you mean a Minecraft. Okay, my bad. Well, shit. I'm going to go on the tangent anyway because I have nothing else to talk about. There was the invention of the ice maker and the invention of refrigeration. That was the topic that I saw, basically. It's really cool. Yeah, I just I happened to see it, and I had no idea about the history of refrigeration, and it was really neat. The end. No, but yeah, the person who invented this, like this AC unit right here, yeah, that person was a saint. To be fair, it's super obvious, so like someone would have discovered it or figured it out or whatever. But like, yeah, this is a great design. Learning the history of inventions is pretty cool, yeah. Yeah. It is pretty cool. No pun intended, because air conditioning is also pretty cool. Okay. You need that. How you doing? Yeah, we're doing all right around these parts, I think. At least I'm doing all right. I don't know about anybody else. That there, that there, that here. I've been up since 12 last night because I slept for 3 hours and woke up. Wow. Yeah, good luck with that. I hope you're not, hope you're not getting any sort of, like, insomnia. That sounds kind of bad for you, actually. There we go. Yeah, it makes this room a little more bright and a little more open. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, other sundry bits of advice. Oh, yeah. So I may as well go ahead and go over what the item in question is. So, where is it? So for a little while, people, or rather, Universe and Incorporator have been trying to sort of figure out what types of things we can make use of for like currency and stuff, for money and all that. This is going to be the nickel when, you know, we get the copper nugget so as to, you know, pair with it. So iron nugget for nickels. Copper nuggets for pennies. I think the kelp is a good idea. Kelp, yeah, you're right. If we don't use water, we could use kelp for the $1. But I like the banner the best because it doesn't matter what you do with it. And also, it's exceptionally rare. I'm not going to use this everywhere. So I wanted to make a banner that looks unironically like a real dollar bill. Also, I'm just going to bridge this real fast. There we go. And I wanted something that's like legitimately neat looking and, you know, memorable. And you can keep this as a trophy if you find it. You know, once you beat the game and you get out successfully, you can have a dollar bill banner. I mean, it didn't look exactly like a dollar bill when you hang it up, but like in a chest, you know, that's convincing, I would say. You succeeded. The banner is the best looking? Yeah. Well, it's funny because I saw Universons, because I'm fairly certain Universon made this. It's meant to look like Donald Trump, which is fucking hilarious. Whoops. There we go. Originally, Copperator came up with the paper and then the kelp. And I'm like, these are good ideas, but I don't want to deal with denominations that big. That is until after I had already, you know, went through the trouble of sorting out how to make the vending machine work. And I'm already doing 1 cent and 5 cent increments. What's to stop me from, you know, introducing a $1 bill, which is 100 pennies or 20 nickels, and then that player, for doing some really difficult parkour or some really complicated puzzle, some sort of super special secret area type stuff, why shouldn't I reward them with a $1 bill, which is 100 pennies, which is access to 100 penny class items, or 20 nickel class items. But the catch is, not only do you have to do the hard whatever that I'm asking of you, you've also got to get back, and we have yet to make this area. Tough as nails parkour, here's $1. But like, you got to get all the way here to the break room, which is where the slot machines, the item vending machines, and the money changer. And I'm thinking of putting the money changer in this corner. I don't know how big it's going to be, and I don't know what sort of redstone footprint it's going to take up, so... But then again, I can just snake the redstone farther down here, so we'll see. But the $1 bill will not be usable outside of the break room. So realistically, I'm wanting to sell inside the break room. I want to sell armor, upgraded armor. I want to sell power cards. I want to sell higher end potions. I want to sell good, like really good food, like gapples, golden carrots, whatever else comes to mind. This is the place at the end of your run where you are going to be the most rewarded. And everybody and their brother is going to want to play a slot machine, aren't they? What better way to play a slot machine than by, you know, gambling your hard-earned dollar to potentially get more? I don't know. It's an idea. It's an option. I might even put those, the key cards. I might even put these key cards in the slot machines so that over the course of 1 or 2 runs, you get up to the break room and then you get your 3 key cards, red, blue, and green. And that's how you leave the game properly. And that's how you beat the game. Not just, because technically you can do a run, come through here, exit, and then you come back up here and you can peel away and go somewhere else, let somebody else play, you know, go to another base, whatever, and leave Escape the Jack Rooms 2 for another time. And you've beaten a run, but you've not beaten, you know, the game. You've not beaten it as I intend for you to beat it. You just saved your progress, basically. So yeah. And so Universon's Trump dollar was so fucking funny. I loved it. That's so good. So that gave me the idea for the $1 bill that I can then... Yeah, you've won the battle, but not the war. Exactly, exactly. Are you serious? Jack Rooms 2 will have gambling. Yeah. I need to have... before I can do a competent slot machine, I need to have the shelf. I need the shelf for the lettering up here. I've already wrote a note to myself, replace with shelves when we update, because that sign just does not look good enough. So I want shelves here. I need the shelf to do a really compact and really efficient slot machine. And I might even use them for the vending machines, even though we've technically already got a working vending machine. I don't like it, but I don't hate it, you know? Kind of torn. So I really want to, like, make it better. And this may be the way I do that. We'll see. Either way, I like it. Also, I put this up here as a joke. Jack Co. brand items and Ripper brand items. Something like that. So yeah, I also thought, you know, the penny items are going to be crappy tier food, like a tier 1 health potion. Apples, carrots, maybe raw potato. Maybe something else. We'll see. Great idea. Raw potato in one of these selectors. However, in the dropper, you've got a chance of, you got 8 raw potatoes and then a stack of poisonous potatoes. So you've got a chance of the raw potato when you choose to buy that, because I might give you the option to cook that potato somewhere. Some of the potatoes in the vending machines may have gone rotten. And so you may, may get a rotten potato or a poison potato that way. I don't know. I think that's funny. So yeah, you fucking love gambling. Yeah, I thought everybody would like the gambling mechanic. I don't know. I might try to make a card that helps you with gambling. A power card. We'll see. We'll see. Why Donald Trump banner looks like 2BT Minecraft accent skin? Or account skin? I mean, it's a caricature of Donald Trump. What do you expect? Like, it's going to be orange skin, blonde hair. Like, duh. Probably won't use it that much, but I'll still... Yeah, it'll be cool to see in action. I might incentivize the players who gamble with something really, really OP. Like, you may be able to win $1 from the gambling machine. We'll see. Yeah. I also hooked up this key dispenser whereby, this is not working. What the hell? Did they fix this? Or is this a Folia thing? Oh! Wait, no? No, it can't be that. Let me see if there's a tick. If somebody's frozen ticks again. No, yeah, that's working. Okay, so ticks are not frozen. I'm going to have to find another randomize method to get this functional. Will it... do that randomly if I do the water? 30. I might have to do... Wait, I know of a good one. Okay, regular dirt, and a sapling. Yeah, this'll be good. Put a block there, and now that cannot... it cannot grow, but it will attempt to grow, which will be detected by the observer. Wait a minute. Game rule do random, or random tick speed. Let's put it back to 3 just in case. Okay, and then bone meal. Get some bone meal just to test. 329. Okay. Bam. 29. 28. Okay, so it's definitely able to notice this thing, yeah, attempting to grow. So that should work as a randomizer. That's just to reset this system here so that this piston flops back in place. That sets this system up to allow you access to Escape the Jack Rooms 2. The keys are dispensed from here. This is mostly just for fun. I could probably give people keys at my own discretion. I don't really need to have a slow dispenser, but the slow dispenser is here so that preferably you're not going to have a key floating out in the wild all by its lonesome without another player having already tried to play. Like, other players will have either already started playing or will have had their attempt at it. Something like that. 99% of gamblers give up before they hit big. Maybe. I feel like 99% of gamblers go broke. And they don't have a choice but to give up. I don't know. Something along those lines. Now then. Why? What do you mean, why? I don't want people playing the game that frequently. I want there to be something of a cooldown in between gameplay. I don't know. Just my choice. Okay. In addition to the regular cash, there's the dollar bill, a secret kind of cash in tough to reach places. Be on the lookout. So we got what? Money stuff. We've reviewed power cards. We've reviewed Easter eggs, money conversion, using the toll function, buying from vending machines. Mobs are next, so I don't want this wall to be concerned with mobs too badly. What else? Secret money. However much money you find on a run can be saved for later, along with your items and armor. After each run, your progress. No. Your items and armor after each run. I don't need to say that twice. Don't worry. Or no. Don't worry about losing progress. Damn it! I can't. Lost progress. Much better. Okay, I think that kind of sells the idea. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything more money related that I've got to really worry about. Also, I'm going to move all of this over. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. Get that. Kind of just want to build a design into the wall here. Yeah, I like that. All right, good enough. Okay, and then I want to draw the player's attention to this. Because that's how I like do it. I make a colorful thing that just stands out, you know, stands out terribly. It's super conspicuous. You really can't like miss this, I hope. Like the ADHD among you may miss this, but for the most part, people should be reasonably able to notice this board. So yeah. Jack, what was the hardest part of Japanese? Oh, the sheer amount of kanji. Because it feels like the best way to get better at it is to read stuff. Except if you try to read anything, you're going to be sitting there for hours on end, looking up kanji after kanji after kanji, just to get a few sentences down pat. And so it's very tough going. It's very difficult to get started. And then you got to maintain that by continually, you know, doing it, reading over and over and over and broadening your horizons. And then you got to sort of double check yourself too, because you don't want to learn incorrectly. So I recommend using like DeepL to help you translate stuff if you don't know stuff. Denshi Jisho for looking up words, various kanjis, etc. It's tough, man. It's very annoyingly tough. I'm trying to play some Super Nintendo games, not the Mario stuff that I've been distracted with, but I've been trying to play some Super Nintendo RPGs in Japanese, and it's trying. It really is. I need to get my lazy ass in gear and do it, but that's how it is. I'm lazy, and I've got irons in the fire that I'm like distracted with, so I don't know. Okay, you're very welcome, look at me. Let's see now. Okay, so the breeze. Is there another bit of information I can give on this? Breeze are found in hidden locations. Beware they aren't pushed off tall places. Some breeze may only appear after certain events. Events. Some breezes may only appear after certain events. There we go. Yeah. I'm thinking the lightning difficulty traps. A lot of them may have breezes show up in areas that were previously safe. Some rooftops will be safe unless the lightning traps have gone off some number of times. And then, bam, you're at greater risk of getting knocked off. Okay, the breeze. The creaking. This denizen of the many forlorn parts of the complex are known, I can't put known, okay, known for their shyness. Beware of their, fuck me, their presence. No, I can't put presence. Beware of their presence. No, it's sense. Fuck, is it sense? Presence? Presense? How do I fucking spell it? Okay. Yeah, it is with a C. I thought so. Okay, that's the right word. Okay, beware of their presence and keep a close eye on them, or they'll tear you limb from, or they'll tear you apart. We'll just put apart. Exclamation point. Bam, bam, bam. Stop. Okay. The creaking. I wonder. Shit. Trying to get this fucker to behave is... Huh? Oh, it's twisting because of this... God damn it. Sup, fam? Welcome, Astro Dagger. Yeah, I got the right sense. Zen, don't worry. Okay, so it's twisting inward due to that, even though it really kind of shouldn't. There we go. There we go. False hope for a sideways stare? No, it was just another stare interfering. Oh, I can't even put that on there. No. I could cascade them downward like that. If I'm going to do that, I may as well just do that instead. And then just hang the signs down from here. Although I feel like that's really unnecessarily long. Like, these 3 signs are pretty verbose. I don't really want to make it too much more annoying than that. We'll see. Oh, I know what I could do. So firstly, we'll put these in the middle. And then I can hang some signs on that front. But for these, I'm going to put those here. Actually, yeah, I think that's fine. Now I'm kind of considering if I've put them in their right spots or not. If I should maybe swap these around. Yellow, orange, or yellow. This guy would be orange, and then they would be red. Because they can hurt you even if they can't throw you off edges, buildings and stuff. They're the only mob that can damage you from a distance. They have to get up on you because you're not paying attention. They can damage you on contact, but they're so small, unless you're in a 1x1 crawl space, which, spoiler alert, you will be, you can reasonably get away from them. Yellow, orange, red. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to move the creaking to that cell. That way it's in the proper order of escalation. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay. TP at E. Type equals creaking. Creeper. Oh, creaking? No. What is it? Minecraft. No, is it CRAKN? At E. Little bastards. Okay. Aquatic. Beehive, axolotls, can breathe. This isn't right. These are not the right things. What the fuck? Oh wait, we got the actual things here. Never mind. Block display, breeze, bogged, breeze, wind charge, camel, cat, cave spider, cherry boat, cherry chest boat, chest minecart, chicken, cod, command block, minecart, cow, creaking. There we go. Not the creaking. Okay. At E. God, I'm so annoyed that it overwrites that. Type Minecraft creaking. Jacktherippa. Bingo. Okay, and then creaking. Endermite. All right, cool. I was genuinely worried it wasn't going to give me the right options. Okay. Threat level. Oh yeah, they should probably all be caps. Threat level. I'm gonna use the special character because I like that. It's not something I get to use all that often. Oh. Copy. Your little doubt make me review grammar, so I win-win. Good. Good. I'm glad you're more educated than me on that. Okay, I'm just gonna put 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Well, actually, I'm gonna do 3. Yeah. I wish I had empty boxes because that would be exceptionally topical. And then no, that's got to be. Wait, how do I do this? Would it be 1 to 4 or 1 to 5? 1 would be blue and would be basically neutral. Or no, it would be lime. Right, because we're doing yellow, orange, red. Red being the most dangerous, yellow being the least dangerous, but still somewhat dangerous. Lime would be, under certain circumstances, beware. Well, no. Lime green can also mean safe as well, instead of blue. I was going to do blue, lime, yellow, orange, red, and so that'd be 1 of 5. No, I'm just going to do it 1 to 4. Threat level. So these guys are 3. This guy's a 2. Whoops. Yeah. I want to have empty circles, and then this guy will be 4. Yeah, 2, 3, and then level 1 would be harmless. I think that works. Yeah, I like that. And then I need an empty Unicode Minecraft characters. What codes can Minecraft support? Damn, that's a lot. That's a full square is nice, but not what I'm looking for. Ah, here's one. Perfect. An empty square. Yeah, I like that. So we'll do 4 because it's a 1 to 4 system. And then in the next room, I'll do the only passive mob you're likely to run into. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll do lime green for the one safe mob. While I'm thinking about it, I may as well type that out. Three, and then go grab this. Oh, and I'm going to post or put these here just so that I have them for later. They're very useful to have. 3.5. Shout out to lime green dye. Sure. It's a good dye. I agree. I agree. It's a good day to lime green dye. Threat level. Oh. I should put a word under here. Fuck, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I should put a little blurb under here. Threat level, well, no, I think it's fine. I'll move that down. Yeah. Perfect. Wax the shit out of that. Save it. There we go. Now I feel bad for having waxed the sign. Is there a way to undo waxing? Waxing. It'd be waxed. Waxing. Once waxed, it cannot be unwaxed or edited without being broken and God damn it. Or by using a command like /data. I'm not gonna fucking do that. It's too much effort. Okay, let's take it from the top. Threat level. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, yeah. Copying this is exceptionally helpful. Yeah, we'll put a threat level of 2. Wait a minute. Oh, I should do it from left to right instead of right to left. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I goofed. I goofed. It should be threat level colon copy. There we go. Formatting is very important. Formatting makes everything work. Threat level. Copy that. This is a level 2. Yeah, that's great. And then I can put a sign above this that clarifies what each level means. Yeah. Okay. Oop. Put that there. Copy. There we go. There we are. Perfect. And then this is good, but it's just got to be moved down a level. All right. Yes, I love that formatting. It's like a little meter filling up. And meters usually fill up left to right. So that works. That works. Okay. Everybody has been waxed and waiting to be put in place. You know, now that I look at it, I could just scoot this wall, this whole back wall outward, and just make more room for an additional cell for the next mob that goes right here. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I will do that. Or wait. Go to here. Go to like right here. Mission 2. That, maintain the selection. 3. Is that enough space? I need what? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks? Or no, I have a space in between. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more bit of open area. Perfect. Yeah. I was gonna do hostile and non-hostile, but I figure they're all mobs. They're all gonna be in the game. You're gonna see them. They may as well all be grouped. Okay. And that mob is the humble villager. Because we use villagers as workers, slaves, and possibly even, I might give you the opportunity to trade with a few. We'll see. I don't know exactly how I want to handle that yet, but I was thinking about using trading as a puzzle solving, or not puzzle solving, but a puzzle in and of itself. Give you an issue that you can only solve through villager trading, basically. Hey, go grab me, you know, so much of this or that, and you gotta sell sticks to a Fletcher, and that's how you get money to do stuff. Or, well, that's how you get the emeralds to solve the puzzle. There we go. 3. Like that. 3. Because something that Escape the Jackrooms 1 just did not have was a mechanism of testing your logical abilities. And I know a lot of people are going to look at that and go, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm stupid. Or I don't feel like I'm going to be able to, you know, whatever. I'm going to do a ton of like environmental storytelling and the like. And I'm going to leave the clues pretty openly. Possible gameplay thing? Okay. Yeah. By all means, tell me. Whatever ideas you got, Coperator, hit me with them. Oh, shit. Fuck. I meant to just do 2, not 32. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that widens the area a little bit, but not necessarily in a bad way. I think that's good enough. And then I'll put a clarification statement above each threat level sign. I think that'll do it. Throw our little pen in place. Small coffee shop. Nickels for very basic potion effects that would not be present on a power card. Yeah. That's not a bad option. Coffee shop. I like that idea. Shops would be every now and again around the city. Okay. Oh! I just had a brilliant idea. From your idea. Your idea gave me an idea. The difficulty, the lightning difficulty, will shut down some of these shops. Or randomize their opening and closing. I don't know. Maybe they'll open and close on a schedule. And then the shops, like the doors to the shop, will lock and not be openable. And then we somehow get that to work. I don't know. The shop is closed due to weather. Yeah, that could work. Shop is closed due to weather is a great idea. Or a great little statement. Okay, what was I going to do? Demo villager. Yeah, perfect. Generic ass villager without any sort of anything. Wonderful. All right. Threat level 2 out of 4. Moderate danger when present. Then we'll get our dies. I love dying signs. It's such a cool mechanic. There we go. Moderate danger when present. No danger when present. Lime, shine, wax. Yellow, shine, wax. Moderate. High. No. Moderate to high. Danger when... Ah, shit. Danger when present. Fuck. Oh. There we go. Now I capitalized W, so I should keep that there. Okay. We could also disguise the coffee shop idea in other forms. Ramen, fast food, the works. Yes. They'd all basically be the same thing. Yeah, that could work. That could work. And these shops open up on a schedule, possibly. Yeah, I like that. Orange. And then wax. Carnauba wax. Threat. Moderate. Very high danger when present. Red. Bam. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Creaking. Okay, yeah. Ender. Might. This pest routinely... Oh, it's just... This pest routinely prowls the many smaller... No, cramped? Yeah, perfect. What's your opinion on the smoke coming out of the manholes? I've got an idea from an episode of BTAS when I was watching. Ooh, Batman the Animated Series. Ooh, yeah, smoke coming from the manholes could definitely be cool. As like an underground steam kind of thing. Yeah, I like that. I like that. What the fuck was that? Somebody clanged something loud. Anyway, this pest routinely prowls the many cramped corridors and vent spaces of capital T, the complex. Beware, as they can gang up on any No, I've got to put that on the next line. Unsuspecting person. And overwhelm them. Perfect. Exclamation point for added effect. Okay, yeah. I was initially going to do one cell for each mob in every room, but then I'm like, nah, this doesn't need to be that complicated. You got to get out of here. Water map hell, Jack Rooms 2. You're a hobo. You got to get out of the city. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Like, I love that kind of iteration on it. You really like the look of this. I do too, Worm. I do too. I too do. I'm thinking of expanding this ceiling bit a little further over. It can fit under all of that, so it should be fine. That can get out of here. Yeah, I'm going to expand this. Why not? Move that 6 blocks that way. So that gives me a gap of 3 from that edge. And then 1, 2, 3. And so I move this one. Or move this 2. Bam. Stack that 2 blocks that way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Stack that 6 blocks that way. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, I like that. It's a little less... this is a very tall ceilinged room for just no real reason. I don't know. I guess it's fine. I guess it's all right. I don't really have a way to block the player off from going this way. Not that I really need to. I kind of want, at the end of their 3rd run through the orientation course, I don't have the room to do any redstone back here. But I would kind of like, if you do 3 runs through the orientation course, so that would be 3 separate runs, whether you live or fail, doesn't matter. And I would like to, on that 3rd run, give you a free nickel or something, right? Just like I'll kick you into the game and you have a nickel on you. So maybe you can make use of that. I don't know. It depends on where you end up in the game. Because I have a crazy randomized system in mind for how I'm going to get you into the game. But that's going to be possibly troublesome. We'll see. Part of me wants to shoot a cannon and shoot the ender pearl somewhere, and so it like lands here, and then it gets carried up by a water stream and then lands and breaks and teleports you there. Something like that. Part of me, I don't know, part of me is not sure. Part of me is just not sure. I might have to do a more convoluted ender pearl transport system. I want to use ender pearls to get the player into the game. That way I can have them start at a randomized location at every turn, but it's not like that bad. Unfortunately, that does kind of mean I cannot do the end portion of the orientation course, because the end of the orientation course dumps you into a room which I'm tentatively putting around in this area. And when you land here, I'm going to disconnect this and reset it. So you're not going to have jump boost 2 or speed 2. And then we will create some sort of laboratory space, a lot like we had with Escape the Jackrooms 1, how the ante-chamber, the ante-room into the game was a sort of big bad door that slid open. And so somehow I've got to get you from that into the game proper. And then I also need to build a door or a mechanism to get you inside, and then it shoots you back up to here. And that's how you escape. Is you get shot up here somehow, and then you just walk on in, and then you trip a sensor right here, which will reset the whole fucking game. And yeah. Oh, I should probably label this now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, no, not there. There. Main game reset line. Here we go. Okay. So now I just got to give the villager its little blurb. The villager. These helpful miscreants. Is that spelled right? Yeah. These helpful miscreants are often more trouble than they're worth, but sometimes offer a solution to one or more puzzles, or no, of the puzzles you will find within the depths of the... No, I gotta shorten this. Yeah, I should probably just put it here. Complex. There we go. Alrighty then. I think that does it for the mobs. These are the 4 main mobs you will run into. Some of them are harder than others to wrangle, and some of them will be a nightmare. Looking at you, Mr. Breeze. But all in all, I think it'll work out. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. All right, now where do I take this particular door? Where does this door go? I mean, it's got to go down, right? How do I take the player there without it just being another boring-ass staircase like this? And I don't want to unceremoniously drop them down a hole. Oh! Yeah. Wait a minute. That's perfect. That minimizes the footprint that I'll end up needing to make. Yeah, that's perfect. That's like almost perfectly aligned with that tube anyway. Holy shit, thank you, past me. Stack that 3 there. Stack that 20 that way. Ah, shit. Too far. God, the stack command is just so good. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to, you're fighting, sleeping, losing, so good night. Take care, Callum. Yeah. I'm going to put a door here. And at every turn, yeah, I think that'll work. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Marvelous. Ooh. Right on time. Just in the nick of what have you. Okay. And so... Shit. Okay, how does the pattern go? There we are. Okay. $11. Put that here. Okay. I'm not going to make this hallway super dark going forward. I just kind of... 3... Yeah, that'll do. I do like the idea of it being dark and moody. But ultimately, we gotta make this a somewhat decent. Somewhat decent area to walk down. So, in unrelated news, I heard something really interesting that, and this is probably going to be not really that surprising, but it kind of surprised me when I heard about it. Little St. James was apparently a Pokestop for Pokemon Go. I don't know what to make of that, but I'm wondering if maybe that could be used. Perhaps it's a wealth of data or interesting things can be gleaned from that. I don't know. Yeah, you saw that too, Worm. Yeah, they removed it as soon as it got out, and that doesn't shock me at all. But getting out is more than enough. The fact that it is known now kind of tells me that there are forces and people that can subpoena such information, which is good. So we'll see. Yeah, that'll work. So I have to wonder, you know, who goofed? Who realized, or not realized, but who made that mistake? Who allowed that to occur? I mean, that doesn't matter anymore. It's been covered, heavy air quotes, covered up. But interesting that it happened all the same. What just happened with Pokemon Go? Nothing's happened with Pokemon Go as far as I know. It should still be, you know... Yeah. It's still available. You can still play it and all that. Initially released in 2016. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon, so there's not really anything special to speak of. Just that yeah, Pokemon Go is still an active service game as far as I can tell. What just happened with Pokemon Go? You were offline. Oh, well, all that was I was saying that Jeffrey Epstein's Island was apparently a Pokemon Go Pokestop. What that means is people were using it for the game. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Little St. James, aka Jeffrey Epstein's Island, was a private island. Not just anybody would go to this island. Why the fuck was it a Pokestop? How did it become a Pokestop? When? And so on and so forth. There are a lot of interesting questions that can be asked from this. Is this another hoax, like the guy who played Fortnite and then changed his name to, you know, obviously get people to think that it was Jeffrey Epstein? Like, is this a jape? Is this a joke? Is it not real? Is this actually somebody's doing? Was this an accident? Was this intentional? What's the deal? I don't know. But we're certainly not getting any information. And I doubt we ever will, realistically. Accounts registered there are like sus as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Don't forget he had a Minecraft account. That doesn't shock me because, and this is something that a lot of people who are all, oh my God, Jeffrey Epstein played video games. That makes him really cool, right? Because yes, there are that type of person out there. You guys got to understand something. It was not that uncommon for a pedo or for, you know, I mean, we are just coming off the back of all the Roblox controversies. Why? Because pedos and other such things were organizing on Roblox. Well, that's a problem. And, you know, it makes you wonder why the hell is that happening? Well, because it's where the kids are, obviously. Therefore, that's what you're going to see. So is it any wonder that's what's going on? Like Minecraft? Oh my God, Jeffrey Epstein played Minecraft? No, he didn't. He used it as a mechanism to find and recruit his target demographic, obviously. I would not be shocked in the slightest to learn that Fortnite, although actually the Fortnite thing was fake, but I would not be shocked to learn that I think he had a World of Warcraft account. He had a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you go where the fish are. Right. You catch fish where the fish are. Exactly. Good evening, Grind Lord. So these people setting up shop in games does not surprise me at all. And also there's another component to this that a lot of people are ignorant to. I don't imagine they'll be ignorant to it for very much longer. And that is, it's not unheard of for cartels, terrorists, various nationals who are clearly, you know, spies or people who are out to do harm. Various peoples of these persuasions have been known to use video games as a universal method of communication because nobody's watching them for that reason, or for that purpose, rather. Meaning, nobody is watching World of Warcraft. Nobody is watching Minecraft. Nobody is watching Roblox, at least not, well, they are now, but they weren't at the time. You know, nobody was paying attention to these avenues. And so a lot of really nasty people can do a lot of really nasty things because they can organize through these games. They, especially through the likes of GTA Online. This was not unheard of. And for decades, this has really kind of been the case. You just kind of have to think outside the box on some of these situations. The reason Jeffrey Epstein had these various accounts was probably not to play the games, but either to communicate and or recruit his victims or communicate with other perpetrators. Because again, nobody was paying attention to these. These were not special places. These were not the sorts of places that a lot of the FBI and other important, you know, peoples would look. They should have been, but obviously they weren't. And to be fair, this was not something that was widely known. And, you know, that's probably what they were expecting. It's just one of those things where, you know, you live and learn. Oh well. Oh, hey, use PlayStation Network. Yeah. Yeah, the PlayStation Network has probably a ton of things on it that only Sony and whoever has access to that, if they were to, they'd have to know what to look for. That's another thing. There are probably a ton of things that you would not know to go and look for. You'd have to know in advance what these things are, what to look for. Your average person just does not have any sort of like experience with how these people operate. And that's a good thing. But at the same time, it leads to a lot of misunderstanding, misinformation, that kind of thing. I've learned about a lot of this stuff from 4chan, by the way. Because, you know, a lot of cool and interesting things get said on 4chan. And it really does kind of like make you stop and think, you know? Despite whatever you may have heard about that website, it does actually have some really interesting info on it. Okay, just gonna put all these here. There we go. Perfect. Now, no matter how you pass over the sensors, you're going to trigger them, and bam, nothing short of fascinating. Yeah, that's what I think. Other people are a little more brain dead, sadly, and they immediately they hear the term 4chan and they turn their brains off. They don't think farther beyond that. They go, "Oh my God, you said 4chan, you're evil," and then they stop thinking. They don't consider anything beyond that. Super NPC mindset, in my opinion. Extreme NPC mindset. There we go. Okay. There we go. That should, yeah, that should all be working just fine. So it will only react when a player walks over that. And that will open this door for a long time. Slides this open. Whee! Down you go. Perfect. And I just suddenly realized this is the wrong style of iron trapdoor. Damn it. 16. Nope. 18. There we wait, did I go too far? No, it's perfect. All right. Love how that looks. That's turning out great. Throw all my redstone junk in there. La redstone box. Deselect that. I believe that's everything. Yeah. Now all I have to do is make the player leave and incentivize them to want to leave, basically. I mean, there's not really a reason to incentivize them. They'll leave of their own accord, obviously. Bam. Open? What the fuck? Why didn't you open? Oh, wait. Oh. Duh. I have this backwards. There we go. That should work. Oh. Wait a minute, that might not work. We'll have to see. I mean, I can reposition that if it becomes a problem, but we'll have to find out. So as you walk to the end, bam, it opens. Perfect. And it stays this way for... Okay, and it shuts. Wonderful. So it picks up your movement halfway through the corridor, and then it opens. Okay, now I want to put a chime on this. And I want to make it sound urgent, like, get the fuck out! That kind of thing. So how do I do this? Okay, so this turned out fine. Let me put these up. Okay, we got those already. Don't need to put that in there. Cool. Actually, I should probably do this. Yeah. And then right here is where the line begins, basically. That's where the trigger starts. I don't mind if you know that or not. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now I need a way to light up. Oh, who am I kidding? I can just throw this over here. I can just extend this. 2. Move 3 blocks. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, and so now when this opens, it should not. Actually, that should be lapis. Excellent. Yeah. This is seamless when you are falling down from the top. So let's say you have the advanced key, which allows you to bypass the orientation course altogether. The advanced key will drop you down here, and as you're falling, you won't know the difference. Whereas here, I can go, bam, down you go. Down you go. Pow. Just like that. I think that'll be good. Yeah. Epstein was a monster. Translation. I'm still mad that I never got invited. No. I think a lot of people virtue signal about Epstein being a monster just because that's what the common consensus is. This is one of those situations where the common consensus on an issue is right. And so it makes sense why people think and feel the way they do. I have no doubt there are people who are ass mad they didn't get invited. There are a lot of people in really nasty, strange circles and places that are, you know, prone to all sorts of things, abuse, etc. I'm just glad that it is in the public consciousness now, because the elites aren't going to be able to get away with it forever now. See, the thing of it was, before, it was almost like a joke, you know? The Epstein, the elites, the rich groups, the Satanist pedophiles sacrificing children, like all of this shit was exceptionally fringe, never even remotely considered or taken seriously. And now it's in the consciousness of every person watching the news. You can't ignore it now. It's mainstream. It's an opinion that you're uncool not to have, right? There's nobody who really goes, nah, that didn't happen. The Epstein files are completely fake, except Donald Trump. He and a few others are the only morons who seem to be trying to poison the well on the matter. Everybody else is like, and this is like a 96%, you know, sort of thing. Like, everybody's dead set on this being the truth. And I don't blame them. It very likely is. And so it's one of those opinions that went from you're insane if you have this opinion to you're insane if you don't have this opinion. It's really something. Like, this is an Alex Jones tier opinion from literally a decade plus ago that would have gotten you laughed out of most places. It's really bizarre to see it. Just the whole thing has been flipped upside down. Everything has been turned on its ear. That's a good thing. I'm glad that it's in the public consciousness to this degree. The elites are never going to be able to get away with it to this degree ever again. And I have no doubt that somebody has succeeded Jeffrey Epstein and that they've gone and made a new Little St. James on some other place, some other island, somewhere else. Maybe even not even in an American territory, probably some European territory. I have no doubt that is going on and that the elites still attend these big bad parties and do all this crazy shit. But their days are now numbered. Before, they seemed untouchable. And now they seem untouchable, but there's an asterisk next to that. The elites are untouchable. Asterisk. Maybe not for much longer. That's the kind of thing. Because Jeffrey Epstein seemed untouchable. Now he's dead. And he's not untouchable because he was caught. And all of this shit's coming out. And the government's dragging its feet. And there's all this hearsay and tell this way or that way. This is when the bottom falls out. This is what it looks like. The days of this secret bullshit are at their end. They're not going to be able to do this much longer. I wouldn't be shocked if the Clintons... I would be shocked if the Clintons had anything bad happen to them because they've been able to dodge accountability for literally all of my life and then some. But I would not be shocked if this is the end and nobody else gets a fair shake like this ever, or not a fair shake, but nobody else gets a sweetheart deal like this ever again. Anyone who tries this shit from now on will be crucified, and rightly so. It's just strange how the tides have turned to this degree, you know? It's just wild. Because again, 10, 15 years ago, you voiced the opinions I just voiced, you would be likened to an Alex Jones nutcase. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, of course that's all happening. Yeah, of course. I guess that's the difference between having documents and emails and not. I don't know. Whatever. That is true. I think something like this that opened a lot of people's eyes beside the brain dead. Well, yeah, the brain dead can never be truly made to see. You can never force an idiot or a willing fool, because there's an element of these people willingly deceiving themselves, or worse, they're in on it and they're trying to deceive everybody else to cover their own ass. Yeah, you'll never convince them and you'll never get them to admit anything. But the average person will make up their minds, and they'll make them up fairly quickly. And, well, That's how it goes. And that's a good thing, I think. Brain Dead have already decided that it didn't happen, or... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, now... I'm gonna... What's a good instrument? Probably... I guess we'll go with gold. The Glockenspiel. I guess that's good enough. We'll put those here. With... Oh, whoops. Gold block has a decent alarm sound to it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I've used the gold block in so many things. I kind of wanted to vary it up a tiny bit, but there's just not really a better instrument, I hate to say. Used it for train crossing. Yeah, it sounds really cool. I feel he was a low-level type of this. I don't think he was. I think he was actually quite high-level. I'm pretty sure he was not a small fish. He was a big fish. Which is kind of what makes catching him such a... That's what makes catching him such a big deal. He is a big deal. He was important. Don't let anyone else say otherwise. He was absolutely a threat, and absolutely should have gotten far worse, in my opinion. And, well, what's done is done. It's obvious why. I mean, he was obviously murdered. I think he was murdered now. I've kind of... I know I said I was kind of half and half on him being smuggled out and secretly, you know, spirited away to wherever. I'm of the opinion now that he was murdered and that his body was spirited away because they didn't want it being a circus, basically. And also he was a threat. You know, he could have sang and made a ton of people's lives very, very upset, very, very bad. Not a shock that they would have him offed. I think they had him killed. Hard to say how or why, but or not really that hard, but you know. Half of the spirit conspiracies come true with time. Yeah, I know. I watched a video of a woman trying to stop ICE from getting someone who raped and killed a kid, and she says she didn't care what they did. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can never make those kinds of people see the light. That's such a sad situation. Guarantee you she would think and feel differently if it had been her own child or her own family. Okay. Now then. Hillary is the one who knocks, I know, right? Ooh. Oh, God, you just suddenly scared me. You just appeared there out of nowhere. I want to put some signs on this to sort of like say good luck, have fun, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. He was trying to talk to the feds right before it, really. You're talking a lot right now about missing files from 2001 and after. Yeah. There's definitely a gap of time that's missing. I'm wondering what that's about. I don't have my headphones in, so I can't hear the chime. I hate wearing them for long periods of time. I want to hear it. I'm gonna pause the music. I think it works. Yeah, I know it works, but I still want to hear it. That's so good. And then you'll fall out of range. Yeah, that is perfect. I thought about trying to slow it down a bit, but I think it's fine. All right, cool. Good to know. I've been trying to use audio cues at every step of the way throughout the orientation course because audio cues are really powerful. Something I didn't really do a whole lot of in Jack Rooms 1 that I should have. I only did like 1 or 2 major audio cue related things, and it just kind of... It was okay, but it could have been better in my opinion. People are missing files. 2001, 9/11, right. Found emails talking about how he died days before it ever happened. I've been so deep in this, has fried your brain. Yeah, I don't blame you. You should probably give yourself a small break, if nothing else. Oh! Well, I know what I want to do. Let me go grab the special character. Trying to spell out the word money. It's getting there. For that Stack City thing we'll do, it would be cool to have the upper ground levels have to bend around taller buildings. Maybe. Maybe. Wait, that works. Okay, M-O-N-E-Y. Yeah, I could, like, shift that down. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to get rid of that. It's getting there. There we are. M-A-T-E-R-S. That's 6 letters. Shit. Money. Oh, the E is not going to turn out right. Well, I mean, maybe it'll turn out okay. Yeah, good enough. And then a Y. Munby. No, I think that's like reasonably... No, that looks like the letter V. I can't do that. Now that still looks like the letter V. Reversive ear, yeah, I know. You guys will never let me live down ear. Still looks like the letter V. Shit. It's gonna have to be like this. There we go. Much better. Money. A-D-V-I-C-E. Shit, that's still 6. Money, advice, money. Money maker. M-A-K-E-R. I could do that. Ooh. I've gotten some of your salon sign. Elon, yeah. It is kind of unfortunate. I don't know. Probably about 9/11. What else? Yeah, the report of him dying dated before and such. Scorch. Rorschach? Oh, yeah, I guess. Definitely should, but I can't bring myself not to keep going through everything I can. No words. Yeah, describe stuff. Oh, I know, right? This half a foot of sheet of ice is starting to melt. Oh, are you in a frozen area, Stone? First one he did looked like a Y. Yeah. I'm thinking I'll just go with that, because that's legible from a distance. Money. M-A-K-I-N-G. Oh, that's one letter short. It's not. I need it to be an odd numbered word. Odd numbered letter word. 2 weeks ago. Jeez. Looks like a Y. Okay. Well, as long as it looks as it should. Money maker. I've made it joke-proof good. A-B-O-U-T. About money. A-L-L. All about money. I could do that. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Okay. Or no. I gotta do that there. Yeah. All about money sounds good. Yeah, I think so. Ooh. This character has a lot of useful and yet troublesome bits to it. Okay. I'm moving this down one. Wait, what am I doing? I can just do it like that. Move. Oh. Well, good thing I saved that. That to that. Move. Deselect. There we go. So the A is good. A, B, O, and then U-T. So I've got to do 3 more. Letter B is going to be really troublesome. It's gonna look like the letter D is the problem. Because I just don't have enough lines. I need a middle line here. All a doubt. Maybe I can forego the letter B. It's got to be a 5-letter word, though. All around. No, I can't do an R. All for money. Yeah, that's why I need an odd number word. It's got to fit in the middle. If it's a 4-letter word or a 2 or a 3, you know, if it's an even number letter word, it's going to be lopsided, and I don't like that. It's all about the presentation, man. All about that presentation. I could do that. I do like that, though. All about. That's so lopsided. Use underscores? I can't. That's not going to do it. Because like an underscore, I need like an above score, you know, like the opposite. Separate the gap. I mean, I could, but it would just look like that. No, I'm not going to use the word about. All alone. All over. That's 4 words. Shit. Or 4 letters. Damn it. Weird ass looking word. A little bit. All C-O-L-L-E-T. That's a 6-letter word. Shit. How? No. It isn't going to work. About money? No, about fucking sucks due to the letter B. The letter B is my enemy. Get the money. Yeah, that works. Thank you, Stone Cold Killer. Oh, like that. I see what you mean. I mean, that could work. It's not inherently bad. I just don't know that I want to now. Get. This is luckily, whoops, very easy one to make. It's still too long. That's good. Yeah. Get. That's not terrible. I do like that. Those are tildes, by the way, not underscores. So what is like that, space, that, space, that. And so you're doing what? Like the tilde there? Something like that? Get money, good advice. Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Get money. Honestly, I'm going to move this down. That works. I'm just going to settle on this. This works. Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to do something in the middle there, but I think that's fine. How many words? Or how the money works. Works isn't bad. How the money works. Yeah, that would fit. What are the signs? Like right here. This is just telling you stuff about money that the upper area could not reasonably tell you. There's a secret dollar bill. Money can be saved for a later run. Money can only be converted at the end of a run. Some paths can be opened with the right amount of money. Yeah. How money works is actually really good. That's 4 letters. Shit. Can't do more money tips. I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe how money works. Yeah, how money works. How money works. Okay. Well, shit. I gotta put it back. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna have to look back on the stream to figure out what I fucked up there. That's okay. Those signs are recoverable. They were recorded. They'll be all right. Yeah. Okay. You rewind and screenshot? Thank you. Here we go. Wait, what was this? It was M. Okay. Oh, whoa. No. Letter H. Letter O. Perfect. There we go. You sent it to me. Okay, thank you. I'll take a look real quick. How the money works. W-O-R. So I got to devise the letter R. It's getting there. Probably needs a space there. Yeah. Or KS. Okay. Fuck. That's just gonna look like an H if I'm not careful. It's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. I've been struggling with it for at least 20 minutes, it feels. Even though I know that's not 100% the truth. This is so annoying. Hopefully the letter S is a little easier to do. There we go. That's just gonna have to do. Oh, you're doing that already. Thank you, Coperator. I didn't expect that. And yes, it has to be the dots. It's just not the same if it isn't the dots. Although, yikes, these are very, very unruly dots. There we go. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Oh, you put it the wrong color. That's fine, I'll fix it later. It's supposed to be light blue, actually. Good job, though. I appreciate it. Move that over there. Oh, whoops. It's supposed to... Ah, fuck shit. I hate that. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta copy it over painstakingly. Whatever. Why did I capitalize the M? There we go. Okay. That's enough fucking up for one evening. How the money works. I like that. That worked out quite well. Yeah. Thank you again, Cooperator. This was a lot of help. Larry McGee, do I play 2B2T? I do, but I've taken a break for a while to build this game. We want to get the prototyping done, and we've got a lot of stuff here left to do. I'm going to put some more signs in this area. To next section. This will be... The next section will be... finale. Okay, what did you say? I've archived the signs under the room in case they break. Oh yeah, that's fine. There we go. To the next section. The finale. And I'm going to put some signs here as a sort of, I don't know, last ditch thing. I'm going to put this over here as well. Good luck. Okay. Didn't I quit? I've kind of quit, yeah. I'm taking a break to see how the game, or how 2B2T turns out. The recent troubles have kind of made me go, server's doomed. But I definitely want to finish Escape the Jackrooms 2 before I decide to depart for good or not. We'll see how it goes. It may not be worth it. It may be fine. I don't know yet. I don't know how it'll all turn out. To next section, mobs and hazards. Oh yeah, hazards. Moderate danger when present. Moderate to high danger when present. And then very high danger when present. Yeah, I think so. I think that's good. There's also the Vindicator. The Johnny Vindicator. I want that to be a surprise. I don't want people knowing about the Johnny Vindicator. Obviously, I'm announcing it, but, you know, whatever. I think that's fine. Apart from that, everything else is good. I've just got to write a message here as a sort of, like, hazards. What sort of hazards should you look out for? Like pitfalls, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. This has all been pretty good. We got a lot done, I think. Those guys will be like a one area thing. Yeah, maybe. But I do want to have a lot of them in the Liminal Hotel. So we'll see. Oh, one final bit that I nearly forgot to do. I had to come out here and break some stuff. Like I had to break this wall. I need to cover that up and fix it a bit. Where do I go? Middle. Bringing back the hotel. Yeah. I've decided I want to bring back the hotel. The hotel was one of my favorite areas. And Universon's idea of having a Johnny running around in there was a really good one. I feel like we can do a lot with that. Done worrying about breaking things. I'll hide it. No, I'll hide it. I know how I want to hide it. 6 on that side, 6 on that side. That's good. Okay, so like right out here. But farther down. Whoa, it's not fucking falling. There we go. Hollow cylinder of polished blackstone. Let's make it like, G-mask air. Make it like 20. No, it's probably going to be like 45. 45 isn't enough? Shit. Okay, it's got to be like 55 then. 60. See how 60 works. Just barely enough, although 60 is still a little long. Oh wow, that looks pretty. Okay, I think with this I am getting ready to be done with the orientation course. I think there's like one more major thing I've got to do apart from the signs. I've got to put a reset mechanism. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and so that's got to go what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that'll do. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta go right here and then do that again. G-mask. Disabled. Oh. Also, I need 57? No, 58. Yeah, that works. 57, 58. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I can fill this in later. Kind of get this area fixed up so that it hides this one little section. And it adds a little something onto the building. Makes it a little less monotonous looking. Because it's just a gigantic partial cylinder of deep slate tile in most areas. So this will help kind of hide that one little error and then also just make it feel a little more interesting looking. We can put some lighting in here as well. There's a lot of things we can do with this. A lot of fun liberties to be taken. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it here. You guys have a great evening. I will catch you all Thursday for Hightail. Apart from that, have a safe day, safe night, whatever. Is Fit uploading his video? I have no clue, man. I have no idea what Fit is doing at the moment. But yeah, have a good night.